Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom is the name of the movie based on the best-selling autobiography. This man right here plays the title role. His name is Idris Elba. Idris, thanks for being with us. Congratulations on getting the role. I got to ask you out of the gate, man. I mean, it's a big compliment, but this must have been a difficult decision to take this on, given the pressure to do the late, great Nelson Mandela justice.
No doubt, man. It was one of the biggest decisions of my life. You know, if you play Nelson Mandela and you mess that up, you know, you probably never work again. So I had to really consider it. And I also wanted to make sure I could bring him to life in a way that's relatable to an audience, you know?
You know, there's so many great things about this movie and your portrayal of the South African revolutionary. Saw this yesterday, accent you nail, but when we look at the past, Danny Glover, Terrence Howard, Morgan Freeman, they've all had Mandela, but you got to do him justice over a 50-year period. How does that make the approach that much more difficult?
Yeah, you know, there's so much that I had to discover about the man, you know, especially the younger Mandela, which we haven't seen too much of in any of the films. And in real life, we don't know too much about what he was like. So that really, you know, was a journey for me and something that I had to sort of overcome. And then the older Mandela, you know, look, you know, I'm considerably younger than, you know, that part of his life. So it was important that we, you know, paid attention to what his voice was doing, his, you know, how distinguished he was. They were all massive challenges.
You know, the real unique aspect of this movie, Idris, is the fact you have a tribute movie that then becomes a eulogy given the passing of Mandela early December. Tell us about how emotional the moment was halfway through the British premiere when the movie screening, you get the news that Nelson Mandela had passed, and how you handled that moment as a performer and just as a fan of what he was able to accomplish.
You know, it was one of the most surreal moments of my life. In actuality, before the film started, I did a quick speech and, you know, dedicated this premiere to my dad, my late dad, who I just lost in September, and who I used as a basis for Mr. Mandela. And then at the end of the film, having to step onto the stage with the producer and announce the death of Mandela was just one of the most surreal things that's ever happened to me. I'll never forget it. It was very emotional. It was very emotional for the audience because you could tell some of them didn't know what happened, and, you know, that here they were celebrating his life, or celebrating the tribute, as you say.
Well, many accolades coming your way. Golden Globe Awards happening this Sunday. Idris, we know you have a lot of interviews to do. Thanks for doing this with us today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Cheers.